Okay, so on the off chance that the wrong people just might be watching this video, I'm going to preface it with my own disclaimer, in that I have no intention to disclose the name or exact location of this island because, well, quite frankly, I don't have a death wish. But what I will offer my fellow sailors that may intend to sail these coastal waters of Nicaragua, no matter how beautiful it looks, I cannot recommend you stop here unless you're traveling in a large group of boats like we were, because to a point, there is safety in numbers. But even then, the people on the beach were patient with us for a time, but on the second day, we were urgently requested to leave. Now. And we did. We couldn't get our anchors up fast enough and we were out of there. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, but for your own safety, heed my warning. Any last words?
Let's hope to meet some sharks.
I was gonna say watch out for the sharks.
Yeah. Last words? Damn it. Hopefully not, huh? Let's put the ladder down just in case.
Oh, you saw something already?
Huh?
You saw something already?
No. You never know.
Okay.
Hey, hey, getting closer every day. Hey, hey, getting closer every day. I'm feeling like a ghost on the inside. There's an emptiness. Oh, can you tell me when you know? Calm my brain. Tell my heart not to explode. Hey, hey, getting closer every day. Hey, hey, getting closer every day. Won't stop believing till I see myself where I need to be. This voice inside is my only guide. Gonna make sure I'm heard.
Oh, come on. I'm too curious. Really?
What the hell is that?
One of that shack?
Are you kidding? You want to cut it open, really? And it's got a line on the bottom of it? This is why they told us if you come to this island, don't touch any bags, boxes, anything on the beach, because apparently there's like a illegal changeover process happens here. There's one group that drops shit on the beach and another group that picks it up. And we're thinking that might be one of the packages. It just drifted by the boat and it floats, which they're designed to float. Given the circumstances and where we are, I don't think we want to touch that bag.
Too bad.
I think it's just asking for trouble, I don't know.
Have a quick look. Throw it away.
No, I think
And
that's
it's
risky.
gone.
Yeah, it's on its way back out somewhere. It probably has a GPS positioning beacon in it or something.
Right.
Oh, I don't even want to know. Don't want to know. Next. Here we go. Susie Two Boats, Susie Two Boats, Susie Two Boats. It's a general announcement from Sophisticated Lady. Stand by. Susie Two Boats, this is Sophisticated Lady, and I have an invitation for everybody. We're going to have a little bit of an event on Sophisticated Lady for any that choose to participate. I have some friends in St. Martin that actually own a boutique rum distillery, and they have furnished me with some of their finest specimens, which have been very properly aged in the bilges of Sophisticated Lady for almost 2 years. So I have an assortment of 10 bottles of some of their best products, and we put them out tonight for a rum tasting. So anybody who would like to participate, the time is 5:30 p.m. No need to RSVP, just show up, but bring your favorite shot glass, because we don't have many of those on board. So we look forward to seeing anybody who wants to come by, 5:30, and we'll see you then.
Lady Rebel.
Ooh, no idea what's going to happen, but there's 30 boats here, and if even half of them show up, we're going to have a boatload. We could be in trouble, but I'll bet it's going to be fun. Ready?
I'll have some mocha mama. That one was good, the banana.
I like that. Yeah, that's nice. That's like
Mocha Mama.
Isn't, you know, we like those. They're very
Mocha Mama.
Mocha Mama. I love it.
We managed the program.
There we go. Marcus knows how to do it.
You're washing me, Vic. You're washing me.
Mocha Mama.
This is my second ring now.
From the Coast Guard, from the Coast Guard, same as the Lady Rebel.
You try Mocha Mama?
I'll try yeah.
I haven't tried this one.
Oh, that looks
Give me a
different.
clue, Rick. What's this one?
Coffee.
Mocha Mama.
Oh,
Ah, yeah. It's definitely
Mocha.
coffee or mocha.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like that.
That's nice.
Remember that one bag that drifted by the boat a little while ago?
Freeze and enhance.
Well, that beach looks like it has enough bags on it to buy a small country, so needless to say, yeah, we bugged out in a real hurry. And just a little something extra for those of you that are always asking me what's my idea of the perfect cruising boat. Well, one of my old-time favorites is the classic cutter rig ketch. And here in the Rally, we've got a 1983 52-foot Irwin. She's named Lady Rebel and is owned by my good friends Ken and Jenny that I met at the start of the Rally. Due to a change in their sailing plans for next year, they've decided to put Lady Rebel on the market, fully upgraded at a very reasonable asking price. So for those of you that may have interest, I'll put a link to the boat's website in the description, and if you reach out to them, be sure and tell them Captain Rick says hi.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, now I let you. Now you let me pet you a little bit, huh? Mm-hmm. Give me a small kiss. Give me a small kiss. Not so sure. Ooh, I touch your belly. I touch your belly. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Oh, oh, what's this? Oh, upside down again. Woo. What? What's going on out there? What? What? Oh. Gotcha. We're making progress.
that was definitely a night for the books. Lots of activity going on last night. Holy crap. Squalls, freighters, traffic, boats everywhere. Tons of wind, no wind, bobbing around like corks. A mix of everything. Holy crow. Haven't seen one like that in a long time. But yeah, we had a big squall line come in, and it was probably about 10-15 miles wide once we got into it. Of course, it headed us right off, so we lost our favorable wind. We had wind 90 degrees on the bow, and the wind turned right around on our bow, so we're all headed straight for Honduras. So that wasn't cool. So we ended up having to just kind of glide through that for a little while. And then finally the wind started to stabilize and come back around to starboard again, back northerly. A little bit at a time. And then of course we got through that squall, and it was just swirling all over the place. I'm looking all over the boat, all around different directions. I got red lights, green lights, white lights on all sides. Everybody's pointed in different directions, and nobody knows where they're going or what the wind's gonna do. So that presented some challenges, but yeah, I think ultimately we all just came to the conclusion that we need to just get on the same heading and keep going. So we were down to like 2 to 3 knots of forward speed and all going in different directions. Decided that it was time to put on the motors and just at least get aligned and everybody going in the same direction again. So that's what we did until we got through the squall and on the other side. And then we got our wind back and been sailing again ever since. It's been up and down a little bit, but overall I think we averaged 6.5 knots the whole night. Just trying to keep things at a controllable, you know, speed so that the boats that got caught way behind, because some of them dropped off way behind in the squall, and they managed to catch up. So everybody's back together, so that's cool. So we're all here in a pack, and we are about, let's see, how many miles from destination? 26 miles. Here's our active chart. So there you can see that's just the north coast of Honduras there underneath. We're currently doing 5.2 knots, bearing 287, 26.2 nautical miles to destination, which is right there, Guanajuato. And that sophisticated lady on track right there. So 26 miles to go. The sun just came up. It's around 6 a.m. So we should be there in about, I'd say maybe 4 hours. So I think we'll probably be pulling in sometime around 10, 11 o'clock at this speed, which is about between 5 and 6 knots. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So yeah, 4 or 5 hours. And then we'll be arriving Guanajuato, and then we get to go through the excitement of check-in. We got all kinds of things promising fun there. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, just enjoying a leisurely sail after a restless evening. But all's well that ends well. Everybody came out okay. No incidences. No trauma. Good news. Now there's a color you don't see on the ocean every day. That's Tintamar right off the starboard bow. He's kind of right in the way of that squall there. It doesn't look like a heavy one, but it looks like we may see something, unless it already has run out by the time it gets here. The ocean is kind of glowing an eerie orange. Just as our sunrise comes up over the horizon. You can hear our jib luffing. That's the first sign that the squall, the leading edge, is about to approach. So it's coming up on us now. The wind has shifted up on us, so it's knocking us down. The main has still got wind in it, so I'm just going to sheet in the jib, tighten it up a little bit, and keep going. But yeah, it looks like that squall is starting to dump some water. There's some moisture there. And it looks like we might get some, unless we can get out the other side of it before it gets here. Back into the squalls we go. Day's not over yet. And it's starting to get some rain there now, just feeling some drops. Yeah, Tintamar's been knocked down. He's running away from it. You can see him here. That's Tintamar cutting across our bow. He's been knocked down by the squall, like knocked off the wind, so he's heading downwind. We're still pretty well on the wind. Still running a little bit loose on the jib, but keeping our speed up. And it looks like that might move aft of us. It's a little bit more on the beam now, so we'll see, but I'm still getting some sprays of water. So as you can see, we're not out of it yet. It's been like this all night, and it looks like it's going to be like this for the rest of the morning. That's a pretty good sized squall. Lots of moisture coming down over there now. We'll see how much we get of it, but hopefully not too much. Alright, I got to get back to the wheel. I'm on watch.